You're watching Bet Republic TV with me, James Eastham and Steve Clarridge. And the next game is Wolverhampton Wanderers against Bolton at Molineux. Wolves go into the game without a win in their last 8 matches. They're getting shorter and shorter, Steve, in the relegation market. As you'd expect, they're 8 to 11 now. What is going on at Wolves? Because they have shown flashes of quality going forward at times. Well, they're just not strong enough at the back. What is it?
Yeah, no, I don't think defensively they're good. They started the season very well, actually.
They did, didn't they?
Nick was saying how well they were playing. All right, they weren't picking up points that they might have, but they were a little bit like Portsmouth. They were putting in some decent performances and winning a lot of the games. But it seems that ever since they got smashed by Arsenal,
that's really knocked their confidence, isn't it?
Absolutely gone. I looked at them last week and I thought, I'm looking at their side, looking at the experience they've got in their side. Up against Birmingham, you would think a similar sort of stature. And Birmingham looked like the Premiership side, and Wolves looked like the a Championship side in the Premiership. And there's an awful lot of players in that Wolves side that we don't know whether they can play in the Premiership.
No.
And at this stage, you have to say, and it's not being hard and it's not being disrespectful, for me, I would put them top of my list to go down.
Would you really?
At this stage, by the way they're playing. Now, I'm not saying that will happen, and as one of my exercises, I hope it doesn't. But for me, they are the side that look most vulnerable. I watched Portsmouth go out there and beat them, and Portsmouth were the same as Birmingham. They looked a far more competent Premiership side than Wolves. And I looked at Wolves last week and I thought, didn't look solid defensively. Midfield got completely overrun. Couldn't get a grip on any of the Birmingham players. And going forward, offered very little in way of actual goal-scoring opportunities. Well, where are you going to go from there?
That is worrying, isn't it?
Yeah.
You'd like to think, if you're Mick McCarthy, that the defeat against Arsenal would be something the players could put out of their minds because it was Arsenal and focus against these teams. But it doesn't look like that's happening,
against
does it?
Chelsea, didn't they? Not long after that, and it's difficult because it certainly knocks your confidence, and all of a sudden, every game becomes a tough game. And I don't know. They look as if there's 1 or 2 players there. Kiteley's going to be injured again, and 1 or 2 players who are missing, and I'm not sure about them defensively. I know that they've kept clean sheets, but I almost get the feeling that that's been at the behest of going forward, if you know what I mean. And as soon as they put more emphasis on playing men going forward, I think they get caught out of the back. So it's a difficult balancing act they've got there. And as I say, their season has gone from a reasonable start. They're in an awful period of play.
Tailed off. Well, I suppose Bolton are one of the teams that fall into that category with Wolves and Birmingham.
Well, this is the Portsmouth-Burnley sort of scenario, isn't it? If Wolves are going to start picking up points, these are the sorts of games where they really have got, and this can't be a draw for Wolves. This is a game where they really, after last week against Birmingham, this is a must-win for them.
It certainly is. Well, they're 13 to 10 with William Hill to win the game. Would you be taking that on Wolves?
No, it's not enough. It's not enough. I can't on the recent performances. I can't back a side who are playing in that way. I'm not saying they can't win it, but I'm just saying I can't back them.
No, fair point. And Bolton, well, they're not great, but they are unpredictable. They get points when you don't expect it, like they did last week against Fulham. So
always do enough.
It's difficult, isn't it? Well, we're going on the draw on this game at a price of 11 to 5 with William Hill. Same price as Bolton, actually, to win the game there, 11 to 5. Wolves, as I say, are 13 to 10. And our second bet is on under 2.25 goals. That's available at 23 to 20. And the way the bet works is that half your stakes will be put on under 2 goals and half your stakes will be put on under 2.5 goals. So as long as there are 2 goals or fewer in the game, then you'll make a profit. You're watching the Bet Republic Premier League preview show with me, James Eastham, and Steve Clarridge. And after you finish watching the show, you can head over and check out everything else that Bet Republic has got to offer. You can set up your own profile and you can read all the latest football betting blogs. And to place some bets with us, all you need to do is click on the William Hill link, which you'll find on the site, or go to williamhill.com